Hey everyone, Twisty back. Copyright strike abusers. What a pathetic bunch they are. I can actually put this in like a 1-minute video and just basically say the following: grow the fuck up, you idiots! And leave it at that. But I feel like there is more that I should bring to the table than just telling them what they are: complete and utter fucking losers. Before we go into this further, let me just clarify one quick thing. A copyright strike is the absolute biggest and most impactful action you can take on the platform, at least on this one. This is something that is an absolute last resort, especially considering that it's mostly reserved for people literally stealing your videos without any form of transformation. Remember, fair use is a thing on this platform, and if you are too blind to realize that, I'm sorry, read some fucking articles about it.
Another thing we hear a lot of concern from creators about is fair use. Criticism or commentary of someone's copyrighted work, even without the permission, is often protected by copyright law. But we still see copyright owners use our tools to try to control legitimate reuses of their work. Our team makes a huge effort to catch takedown requests targeting fair use videos before those videos are removed. When we catch these, we take the opportunity to educate the copyright owner about fair use and similar laws around the world. In some cases, we're even able to protect these videos creators against copyright lawsuits.
When it comes to copyright strike abusers, it's usually people who are already in an interesting position. Usually it's people who have done terrible shit and they're getting called out by hundreds upon thousands of people. You probably know a lot of those instances that happened over the past few years. I'm not going to mention any further names. Just to those exact individuals who do this kind of worthless trash. Grow the fuck up and take responsibility for your own garbage, you shitty little babies. Copyright strike abusers are the literal embodiment of the baby rage emote. Look, I almost get it. Having criticism up against you is not very nice. Naturally, it's not. Criticism is naturally equal to hate speech, and hate speech is bad. That's universally accepted. If you can't accept criticism, you may not want to put yourself out in a public space. By the way, YouTube is a public space. You yourself decide to upload shit. This is not anything private. You want people to see that, so you are in a public space. Grow the fuck up, you idiots. The funniest thing is that a lot of videos that are copyright struck just to silence criticism are eventually reinstated. Shouldn't YouTube do something against that? I mean, there needs to be some form of punishment for idiots who abuse the system. Because we're basically in a Wild West where anyone and their mother could potentially just copyright strike either channel regardless of actual claims or not. To everyone out there that sees this and has done a false copyright strike because of your pathetic little ego, learn a thing, go back to school, and learn how to properly interact with people. Go outside, touch some grass, because you need it. You desperately need it. The worst thing about any of this is that false copyright strike abusers, they actually think that they're right in whatever they do. But just as a side note, what if you had someone who actually went against that claim and makes it an actual legal issue?
If you get a copyright takedown and it's invalid, then there's a legal process called counter notification. You can find more information about your options for resolving a strike in your email inbox or on your channel's copyright page. Oh, and by the way, there's another legal option we should mention. Under Section 512F of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, also known as the DMCA, anyone who deliberately files a fraudulent takedown request may be liable for damages. In other words, If your video is removed maliciously, you may be able to sue the person who sent the takedown request. It doesn't happen often, but we thought you should know that.
And all that because you have a pathetic little ego issue. Congrats, you're showing that you are the worst of the worst. Hey, if you want to go and claim the profits of the video, that's perfectly acceptable and okay. If other people make money off of your content, you have an absolute case to claim the money that is made from that video. Absolutely. No one is arguing that. Not a single individual with more than 5 working brain cells would ever argue that. If I were to react to, I don't know, Jaden Animations, and she sees that I have that video and she claims it, she claims the profits, that's perfectly acceptable. Because I profited off of Jaden. Why would I be mad about her claiming that? That wouldn't make sense. But a strike, that's where everyone loses. You lose, the other party loses, and it just makes YouTube a worse platform in general. So grow the fuck up, you idiot. That's about as much as I have to say on this topic. So yeah, let me know what you think. I really don't know if anyone actually has a case to be made to defend copyright strike abusers. If you do, better keep it to yourself, because I don't want to get angry over how stupid the reason may be. Again, we're talking about fair use content, not actual stolen, re-uploaded shit. Okay? Just so we're clear. But yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comment section, and yeah, I'll hopefully be seeing you soon again. And until then, this has been Twisty, and I'm out. Peace. But what if you had someone who's actually going against